Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you want to see how I did this transformation, how I achieved this look from this to this, come let's dive into the video. Look at that beauty, look at that transformation, guys. Come let's dive into the video. Yeah. Welcome guys. If today is your first time of stopping by, you are highly welcome. I started by cleaning her face with micellar water. As you can see, I cleaned thoroughly. Then I started applying serum on her face. So I'm blending in the serum onto her face. Then I applied moisturizer under her eyes, guys. As you can see, I'm applying moisturizer. Guys, you need to apply moisturizer very well on the eye. Under eye, that's the only thing that needs to be there. Then you apply to the rest of the face. Then I apply sweat and oil control on her T-zone, her forehead, her nose, and under her mouth, on her T-zone, guys. Then I apply the rest of my moisturizer on the T-zone that I've already applied the sweat and oil control. So after applying your sweat and oil control, you apply moisturizer on it, or if you have finished applying moisturizer, you can apply your primer, guys. So I'm applying the moisturizer on the rest of the face. Then I started applying mattifying primer. Guys, she has oily and sweaty face, so I'm using mattifying primer. I'm applying to the rest of the face apart from her under eyes. I'm applying it on the brows. As you can see, I'm blending thoroughly. Apart from her under eye, I'm applying to the rest of the face, guys. After applying, after each process, always dry before going to the next process. As you can see, throughout this process, I was with my fan. Then I set it with my setting spray. Then, guys, I'm covering her pores, her acne with color corrector. I'm applying it to the place she has a dark spots. I'm using it to cover it, and I will allow it to dry. Then I'll come back to it after doing the brows and the eyeshadow, guys. So I'm covering it, only the places she has acne or dark, only the places she has dark spot, guys. So I'm setting my brows with powder before I will start drawing it, guys. So I'm mimicking hair stroke here, so I'm trying to define the hairs there. I like my brows looking natural. So while I'm doing this, I'm light-handed, guys. I'm not really using force. I'm light-handed. I'm mimicking hair strokes. As you can see, she was talking here. You know, when you're doing your brows and someone is talking, your hand will be shaky. I'm doing the same thing to the other brows. I'm mimicking hair strokes. Guys, you need to be light-handed while you're mimicking your hair strokes. So I started drawing her brows from the arc side. Guys, I don't like starting from the beginning to draw her brows, so that it will look natural in the front. So watch me as I draw. So I'm still putting the hair stroke. Then I started drawing, guys, from the arc side. You go down. Just watch me draw, guys. I started concealing, guys. I use a shade, one shade lighter than her face or than her, to conceal. And I'm blending after concealing. Guys, don't leave it there. Always always blend it. And I didn't conceal the beginning of her brows. I just used my blending brush to fade it out, to blend the front side. I'm concealing the other side with the same concealer I used in the other one. Concealer that is one shade lighter than her. So I blend, and I blended the front side too, guys. I didn't conceal it, but I blended the front side because I like their looking natural. So I'm still blending thoroughly, making sure there's no harsh line. So I'm still trying to define the brows very well to make both of them to look the same. Brows are sisters, guys, so you try as much as possible for them to look alike. Still blending. I'm still trying to make sure that my brows are looking like sisters, guys. So I'm concealing the upper side with the concealer that is her shade. So while you're concealing the upper side, use a concealer that is her shade or a foundation that is her shade. So I'm trying to make sure the brows are still at the same. So I'm adding to the upper side. Guys, just try as much as possible to make your brows look equal. Like I said before, brows are sisters. If you can make it to be twin, no problem, guys. But just try your best to make sure that your brows are looking the same or almost the same, guys. And always blend. Don't miss this part, guys. After you conceal, always blend it out so there won't be any harsh line or any cakey. To avoid that place to be cakey, so always blend it out, guys. That way your makeup won't have patches. So that's it, guys. I'm trying to define the hair strokes in the other side. I normally do this process after the whole makeup so that my powder and other things don't fade it. So yeah, I'm still blending. So I'm done with the brows. I'm trying to blend it very well before setting it with my powder. So I'm blending the two brows before I'll set the eyes. So that is it, guys. So I'm setting the eyes. You can use your concealer or your primer to set the eyes. So my client, she wanted a simple eyeshadow, so I like using concealer to set when I'm not doing something eyeshadow that is loud or eyeshadow that is popping. So I use Younger Beauty concealer to set the eyes. I love using Younger Beauty concealer when I don't want something out there. So guys, I've started doing the eyeshadow. I'm doing my transition with a dark brown. Guys, I'm not really packing all the whole eyeshadows at once. I'm building it up, guys. So I'm taking it one step at a time. I take a little eye blend. So that is it. As you can see, I'm not really packing the eyeshadow. I'm building it up as I'm going. Guys, always have in mind not to rush your arc. Don't do your eyeshadow and extend it to your brows. So my clients have lash extension on, so it really gave me a hard time, that down part of her eyes, guys. But I just have to do it. I just have to do it, guys. So the other side was better. I can actually do the base very well. I'm still using the dark brown and still building it. So guys, I mixed dark brown with orange to actually give me the transition shade, and as you can see, I'm being light-handed and I'm not really packing the eyeshadow at once. So I'm using only dark brown on the outer part of her brows. So I wanted to smoke it out, but her lashes were giving me troubles, guys. So I tried to do it, guys, without really damaging her lashes, guys. You don't want to spoil your client's lashes while you are doing her work. So guys, I applied nude on the center part, and I'm going in with the dark brown and orange to really define the transition, because the nude covered it. I'm doing the same thing in the other eyes. So I'm using African Queen Blossom African Queen palette for this. So yeah, and I applied this is not good, this is like orange. In the African Queen palette, it's like orange, but when you finish applying it comes out like milk kind of color, milk plus gold. So yeah, so after applying it, I wanted to make it to pop out a little, so I added pigment to it to make it come out. So this is me applying the pigments, blending it and making sure everything is all nice and well blended. So yeah, that's it, guys. So over to foundation, guys. I'm using a matte foundation. I use Superstay foundation. I mixed 2 shades of Superstay foundation. I don't mix it with any other foundation because I wanted it to give me coverage. I sprayed my Kiss Beauty setting spray before blending the foundation. So I'm damping it. I'm not really shifting the foundation, I'm damping it the same way you damp it your beauty blender. That is the same way you do it with your brush, so that you don't shift the color corrector that you have already applied. So I'm blending. Blend well, guys, in a damping motion. I blended all over her face. Guys, make sure that your blending is very okay. So guys, I'm going in with one of the 2 shades of foundation that I use to actually get on that tone. So I'm blending it very well. Her face is more of yellow undertone than her body. Using a beauty blender that is not wet, that's just a little bit wet, so that I don't shift the products. I'm trying to achieve a look that has a coverage. So I'm using Black or Pale contour stick for her contour. I'm using a shade that is darker than her skin tone. So I'm blending with my brush. I wanted to do this with brush. You can do it with your beauty blender, whichever one you prefer, but I wanted to use something dry so I don't move the product I've already applied. So I'm using my liquid blush. I mixed orange with pink for her blush, and I'm applying the same place I applied my contour, just extending it a little bit forward than where the contour was. So that is it, guys, for her contour. So over to highlighting, guys. So I'm highlighting her forehead, under eyes, her nose. Yeah, on the T-zone, guys. As you can see, I used a fairer concealer in the beginning of her under eye and a darker one on the outer part. So I don't want the outer side to be too light. So yeah, I mixed two concealer and I'm blending with my beauty blender, guys. I'm blending is the key, guys. Blending is the key, guys. Blend. So yeah, that's it, guys. Tell your client to look up your blends. So yeah, make sure there is no crease line. Always blend it out. Don't leave any crease line. So I'm doing her nose contour with my black opal contour, the same one I use for her contour. That is the same one I'm using for her nose contour, and I'm blending it out. I started from her brows, beginning of her brows down. So I'm blending, guys. Always blend. I don't like seeing harsh line in my work. So before setting the under eyes, I make sure there is no crease line. I blended it very well and make sure there is no crease lines before blending it with my powder. So I'm setting the under eye with powder first before going in with my setting powder. So the whole places I highlighted, I'm going in with my powder. So I'm setting the rest of the face with my powder with her shade. So I'm setting the rest of the face. I'm setting the rest of the face with her shade of powder. So yeah, that's basically it, guys. So now I'm moving in with my setting powder. I'm not really baking because I've already done her eyeshadow, so I'm just setting in with a little bit of setting powder, and I'm defining her eyeshadow with setting powder. I'm doing a reverse contour. So I'm defining the eyeshadow and doing a reverse contour. Yeah, so guys, as this makeup is sitting on her face, her pores is actually reducing. So if you notice, it wasn't this hidden before. So as the makeup is going on, the pores is actually reducing, guys. So I went in with powder to further define her nose contour, and I'm blending it, guys. Blending is the key, guys. I always make sure there's no harsh line both on the nose or anywhere, guys. So I'm snatching the nose. I'm using my setting powder to define her nose, to snatch it, guys. Yeah, so I'm swatching her under eye with a brown eyeshadow. So I applied a little. I didn't want it to be too much, so I applied a little. Then I went in with my under eyeliner. Yeah, so I'm applying it on the water eye. As you can see, that part is not easy, so I'm doing her eyeliner. I'm being careful not to actually spoil her lashes, guys. So yeah, I'm doing the same thing I did on this side. So yeah, so over to her mascara. I applied mascara to define her lashes more. She already have lashes on, so I didn't want to put extra one on it. So I used my mascara to define it. So over to her lips, guys. I moisturize her lips with lip gloss before starting the lips. So I'm using brown to do her outline. I'm using brown lipstick to do her outline, guys. We are going for a simple look, so we are doing lip that is mine, guys. So yeah. So I'm applying nude lipstick and she's blending. I ask her to smack. So yeah. So I mixed nude with brown to get this shade. A little bit of, not brown, guys, a little bit of chocolate to the nude. I mixed I mixed two of them together to get this color, guys. I'm defining the outline very well, making sure that the brown is a little bit out. So yeah, making sure the outline is properly out. Guys, I didn't even know I'm going to film this, guys, because my client was in a hurry. She was in a haste, but I was able to pull this off, guys. So I'm setting the whole face. I'm damping the this is the finished part, guys. So I'm using powder to damp in the setting powder. I'm not really removing it, I'm pushing it in to her face, making sure there is no harsh line. Like I said, always blend, guys. Don't leave any harsh line in your work. So I'm using powder to push in the setting powder. Yeah, that is it, guys. I'm doing the finishing touches here, blending it in, making sure there's no harsh line. Yeah, so guys, I put my Chic leaves on the blush area. So yeah, so I'm applying my highlighter here. So I'm building this highlighter, guys. I'm not really applying it once. I'm going in a little, I'm building it up, guys. I'm going little by little. I'm not applying the whole product there. So yeah, over to her nose, guys. I'm not just drawing a straight line there. So over to her brows, guys. I love doing this at the end of the makeup. So I'm mimicking her stroke at the beginning. So over to her lips, I applied lip gloss and set her face with setting spray. Yeah, guys, look at that Chic glaze. Look at that Chic glaze, guys. This is the finished look. Look at that transformation, guys. Look at that beauty. Thanks for watching. Please turn on your post notification. See you in my next video, guys. Thank you. Bye.